My name's Alan Jarman. I'm the technical manager for Max Cranes. Just to tell you a little bit about the job here, the B3 air rotor changeout at Torrens Island for UGL on behalf of AGL. AGL providing us with ground plans of the whole site, low height for access, a lot of underground services, voids, pipes, permissible ground pressures, all the usual things you would expect to find in a power station. We worked with the client to make sure that they had a full understanding of what we intended to do, provided them with highly detailed lift drawings for not only the lift itself, but the assembly of the crane, the tailing of the load when it became a 2-crane lift. We definitely had the capability, capacity, and the necessary clearances once the crane was in position. And came up with a plan to have a pre-assembly area for the 11200 where we would put the outriggers and luffing cylinders on. Then almost simultaneously the boom would be delivered and be readied on another site. And where the lift was going to take place, assembling the counterweight on the ground, and then using the exceptional manoeuvrability of the machine, drove in under a minimal 4.7 metre clearance around a very, very tight corner, straight into the job site where the pads had already been pre-laid after survey and the counterweight was already pre-assembled. Once we were rigged and on the outriggers and the counterweight was installed, we then had to telescope out the T3 boom underneath an existing gantry, and we installed the main boom extension. Another unique point for this crane, the extra 22 tonnes we saved was vital to keep the axle weights down under the permissible loads that we've been given. So the fact that we could do this after we'd got the crane in there was massive. It was a fairly simple lift from that point on, from our point of view. 59 tonnes at 32 metres. We lifted the air rotor out, and then to maximise the efficiency on our ground pressures, we just boomed back up to 28 metres, slewed round and then over the ducting, then dropped it the other side of the existing gantry where it was tailed with a 250 tonne crane, and then laid down flat on the ground. And then the new one was basically a reverse of putting that one in. The hardest part for us was understanding the services, the pipes, making sure we didn't break any rules, getting the crane actually into the job. This whole job has shown the capabilities of not only the 11200 Max Cranes from the point of view of planning, working with UGL, our client, and their client AGL. We worked with them right through the whole process to ensure that everybody was happy with exactly what was going to happen, to make sure we had a successful, safe and economical solution to changing the B3 air rotor. This job really has shown off some of the unbelievable aspects of the 11200. It's a unique crane, the fact that we could do partial assembly out of the lift area and then drive in, and then we can very, very quickly and efficiently pick up the counterweight. The fact that we could install part of the boom afterwards made it that little bit lighter. This is another unique feature of the LTM. The unmatched capabilities lift-wise of the LTM 11200 really came into play.